Today we are going to install Oracle VirtualBox on Apple MacBook Pro. So open the Oracle VirtualBox.org, download the image Oracle VirtualBox image on OS X host. Since we are using a Mac, I am using this one. So whatever OS may be, you can install according to the distribution. So I have already downloaded and kept the latest Oracle VirtualBox image, that is 6.1.10. So just double click the image. So once it got opened, just double click the Oracle VirtualBox PKG icon. So it will ask continue, click to continue. So just a welcome screen. Use the default options, click continue. If you want to change the install location, you can change it, else it will be installed on the default location, that is on the home directory. Just give install, and it will ask for the authentication. Either you can use the touch ID or you need to enter the password manually. So I am using touch ID. So you can see the installation is successful, and you can close it. So I am opening the Oracle VirtualBox. We can see the Oracle VirtualBox installed. So now we are going to see how to create a virtual machine. So click new to continue. So select the name that you are going virtual machine name that you are going to install. For example, I am going to install Ubuntu Linux. So I am going to give Ubuntu server. So the virtual machine is stored in the user's home directory and the path. So what is the type of operating system we are going to use? Linux, and the version is Ubuntu. So you can see, like, according to the naming convention it will say. For example, if you type Windows, it will automatically switch over. So if you are using a server, then you have to choose the name. So I am using Ubuntu server, so it automatically got selected. Just click next to continue. The default recommended size for a virtual machine is 1024 MB. So I am giving it default. So here you can see three options: do not add a virtual hard disk, create a virtual hard disk, using existing hard disk. So now we are going to create a new machine. So we are going to create a new virtual hard drive. So what is the type of the disk type? So we are going to give default Oracle VirtualBox disk image. There are two options we can see to select the storage on the physical disk. One is dynamically allocated, another one is a fixed size. Dynamically allocated is, for example, we are giving the 20 GB of the disk size. So after the OS installation, for example, it is only 2 GB. Now we can see in the primary desktop what we are using, we can see only 2 GB space has been occupied. If you are giving the fixed size, so if you are giving 20 GB, the whole 20 GB is utilized by the virtual machine. It won't free up. So dynamically allocated, we can increase and decrease. So according to the space from the primary desktop or server, the disk size will be utilized. So I am giving default. So I am going to give, for example, 20 GB of the hard disk size. That's it. Now you can see the virtual machine has been installed. So there are few settings that after the installation that will be really helpful. So one is like, if I am going to click next settings. So in the settings we are going to see the network. So defaultly it will use the NAT mode of the network. It is from the primary desktop network. So for example, I want to use a Wi-Fi router network or whatever LAN if you want. Choose bridge adapter. So I have connected my laptop to a Wi-Fi device. So I want to use the IP from the Wi-Fi device, not from the local machine. So click OK to continue. So accordingly, you can create a number of virtual machines depending upon the capacity of the MacBook. My MacBook has around 8 GB of RAM and i5 processor. It has a 6 core. So I can create up to 4 servers with one CPU, one vCPU, and 1 GB of RAM. Or if I want to use 2 vCPUs, so I can create 2 more. So 2 vCPUs, 2 machines, 2 GB of RAM. So you can create only 2 machines. So you can create according to your core. So if you are using i7, you can create even more. Or if you are using having 16 GB of RAM and i7, you can create 6 to 7 virtual machines. Thanks for watching the Oracle VirtualBox. Hope you have understood. Please let us know your comments and thoughts. Thank you.